So there's a very impressive bill on the floor of the Senate. Yes, Senator Patrick Nwabweze from Enugu State moved a motion to stop politicians and government agencies from buying foreign used cars. After all, we produce cars for Nigeria. When I heard about the bill, I was quite impressed. These people think this is sorry, they're not thinking. Without the talk and sense. These people decided to move this motion. Anyway, it didn't pass first reading. Surprisingly, yesterday, 2 days ago, this didn't pass second reading. I said, oh, this bill is moving. They want to stop government agencies from buying foreign used cars. Let me show you this news.
And at the National Assembly, the Senate has passed for second reading a bill to ban government agencies from buying foreign-made vehicles aimed to boost local production.
Wow.
Also considered was a bill to establish the National Agency for Malaria Eradication, which lawmakers say is long overdue.
Okay.
Tejesu Adeoye reports.
Let's hear them.
A new wave of legislative nationalism at the National Assembly as the Senate considers two significant bills aimed at addressing Nigeria's economic and public health challenges.
Okay.
Leading the debate on local economic revival, Senator Nwabweze presented a bill seeking to bar ministries, departments and agencies from purchasing foreign-made vehicles.
That's nice.
And since the rise of a local brand such as local vehicle manufacturers,
Like Inosim.
we are still heavily dependent on imports
Like
of
Toyota.
automobiles.
Senator Nwabweze insists that beyond economic gains, this legislation will reduce government spending, preserve foreign exchange, and support the growth of the nation's automobile industry.
Okay.
The bill is important, it's good for our economy and for our nation.
Yes.
If we're able to go this route, we then be able to encourage our manufacturers, even more, to come on board.
Wow.
Also deliberated on the floor was a bill to establish the National Agency for Malaria Eradication. The bill, which has now passed second reading, proposes a centralized agency to coordinate eradication efforts, improve research, and secure dedicated funding.
Nigeria cannot come to lead the world in malaria deaths. Our vectors are evolving, our parasites are adapting, so must our institutional responses.
Both bills have now been referred to the relevant Senate committees: Public Procurement for the Vehicle Bill and Health for the Malaria Bill, with directives to report back in 4 weeks. Tejesu Adeoye News, Abuja.
Okay, before I proceed on explanation, let me explain something to you. If you are a senator and you want something to happen, you will sponsor the bill. You bring them on the Senate floor. You will say, Mr. President, I would like to move a motion for us to start eating fufu and stop eating semo. That's what they call sponsoring the bill. Now, if your colleagues like Kid will vote in favor of the bill after it passes first reading, after you don't read it the first time, they will not let it come up for second reading again. That second reading are for them the first time to go think. When they think finish, when it come up second time, if they like it, they will now send it to the committee that is in charge of stopping to eat semo and eating fufu. I'm giving you an example. That committee will now go and look at the bill and deliberate over it. Say, okay, maybe we put here, maybe we put here, then they will now send it back for third reading. If it's get through third reading, they will send it to the presidency to sign it into law. So this bill now, to stop government agencies from buying foreign used vehicles, has passed second reading. So they have sent it to the committee to go and deliberate about it. Now let's talk about dollars. One of the reasons why dollar is high than the naira, so high, is because the demand for dollar is too much. Now, why are we demanding dollar? We import almost everything we use, including toothpick and razor blade. We import almost everything. Now, why are we importing almost everything we are not producing? Right? If we want to reduce the pressure on this dollar so that people don't really find the dollar too much, most of those things where we don't already even manage to produce, why not let's buy it in-house? We have 2 companies producing cars in Nigeria. Our National Assembly go still carry the dollar we not dey, carry and go abroad, go buy Prado and Hilux and Land Cruiser come. called the share give government agencies. Those things make sense. And we have Nigerian used cars. If our government agencies, our House of Assembly members, our government parastatals, if they were using Nigerian used cars to use Innocent, go hungry me, because if I see my governor driving on Innocent, why not? You go hungry the next rest Nigerians. But they will advise us to use Nigerian made products, and they are not using it. Apart from cars, there are many other things we produce in Nigeria that we should be using. We are not using it. We produce shoes in Nigeria. All our House of Assembly members and politicians are all wearing Philippe Plein, Louis Vuitton, this, that, and they are so proud of it. People like Dino Milaye, they show. And we have Nigerian made products. I've never seen a senator wear Nigerian made Akara to that floor of the Senate before. No, now so imported cashmere, 5-star. They should pass another bill to stop government officials and appointees from going abroad for medical checkup. Them and their family. If you do that, our hospitals will work in 6 months. But no, anybody who gets to more malaria, I don't reach Europe. Even our president, there's no hospital in Nigeria that can treat him. He don't reach France. Anyway, it's a good bill. We hope it will work, but we know Nigeria too well. They will make sure that this thing does not work because I don't favor them. I'm challenging them. I want it to work. I'm challenging them to allow it to work. They will make sure it doesn't work because it doesn't favor them. That committee where they go, so now there they go. But good one, at least it's a step in the right direction. Let's not throw away hope. Let's hope it will work. If it works, we'll clap for you. We wanna do well, we clap for now. But this all this wine and nonsense now they do. Meanwhile, now that they move some very sensitive bills, what's it happen? Okay, election done near, they won't be as if they work. That's true.